Hello and welcome to Arsenal Domination, where once more it is match day, this time in the Champions League, and Arsenal will take on Bayern Munich. Both sides come into this game with 4 wins from 4 in the Champions League, and something will have to give tonight. Both sides can't come out of this with their 100% record intact. But I think this is arguably Arsenal's least important game of a really difficult week. Started in brilliant fashion with that victory against Spurs at the weekend, and will end with Chelsea in what is currently first v second in the Premier League. But I call this one the least important game of the week because while Arsenal will absolutely want to win and send a message to the rest of Europe about their own quality, especially given I think Bayern Munich are the best side in Europe right now, they will also want to keep the momentum going that they have from that win against Spurs, and they won't want to lose that. But equally, Arsenal just need to finish in the top eight. It makes no difference if they finish first or eighth, they go through and get that bye if they get in the top eight. And that has to be the aim, and I think Arsenal can get enough points. But they won't, as I say, won't want to lose this. And Mikel Arteta will certainly be taking this very seriously for the reasons I outlined, which is why I don't expect him to make too many changes to the side. But I think he should make a few. I think Jurrien Timber is in need of a rest at right back. I think he's been excellent, but he played all 3 games away before the international break. Both played games for Holland in the international break, and he'll definitely play against Chelsea. And I just wonder if this 3 games this week will be too much for him, especially when you've got Ben White to come in. But I think that may not happen. I think Jurrien Timber will start because I think on the other side, Miles Lewis-Skelly will come in. He will come in for Calafiori. I'm pretty certain of that. And if that does, essentially, if you bring White in, that's 3 changes from the usual back four that started this season. And against the side of Bayern Munich's quality, of course, score goals for fun with the likes of Kane, Elise, and others, I think that is a bit of a risk. And as I say, Mikel Arteta will certainly want to win this game. Bayern, of course, offer great quality, as I say, going forward. But defensively, they are excellent. They won't sit on the edge of the box, and I think in that lies a bit of an opportunity for Arsenal. They scored 11 of their last 13 goals from open play, and they're not used to playing that this season. Most sides have sat in, but when sides haven't done that, we've seen the Arsenal quality. But of course, we haven't seen a side of Bayern Munich face Arsenal really this season playing in that way. Manchester City came and sat behind the ball, so did Liverpool, but I don't think Bayern will do that. But an area where Arsenal might look to exploit is back to the set pieces. I spoke about how that narrative's changing, but I think that could be, even without Gabriel, an area Arsenal will look to exploit. Bayern conceded 6 of their 8 goals this season from set pieces, and I think that's something that Mikel Arteta will be very conscious of going into this game. As I say, I think the other change that might be, I've talked about the fullbacks, will probably be one of the wingers. I think the 2 centre midfielders will play, and Eze, I think, is undroppable after that performance, despite the fact Martin Odegaard back in training. I think Mikel Moreno will start up top still. I know Gyökeres missed training, but that was open training. It doesn't necessarily mean he's not fit. Arsenal, of course, try and hide these things. So I think, as I say, 2, maybe 3 changes would be what I would expect to see from Mikel Arteta, because he will take this seriously. Score prediction-wise, I think it will be a 2-2 draw.